Second Cup, brought to you by the Nickel Plate. Sit, sip, savor, and shop.
Hi, everyone. Good morning to you. It's 8 o'clock on a Wednesday. Glad you're with us to start the day. Hey, guess what?
What?
Day one of the best 12 days of summer is upon us.
The maternity ward is the cutest thing in the world.
Isn't it? Anyone excited for the Erie County Fair? Anyone going today to the Erie County Fair? I got to be honest with you.
You always are.
Me?
Yes. What do you have to say?
Let me preface this. You know how I was as a kid. I have spoken about that often.
If you need clarification, let me know. I'd be happy to fill in the blanks.
That's kind of a brat.
Annoying.
I had my nose up. I think even throughout college, until I started to realize like that there's life outside of New York City. I love the Erie County Fair. And I'll tell you why. Because it is just wholesome fun.
Yeah, it is. It's so cute.
It's like a great way to enjoy being outside, enjoy summer. And I really am so excited because you get to see people that you haven't seen in a while.
You get to see cool stuff.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. Like if you grew up on a farm, like chances are like you're like, I see this stuff. I didn't grow up on a farm. Neither did you. So when we go there, we're like, oh my God.
The fact that you can touch the piglets, that's cool.
Oh my God, they're so cute.
You can watch a cow being born, two, by the way, within the last couple of days. One this morning.
Yeah.
I mean, that is fascinating to me.
I mean, they're so cute.
I mean, Josh, this is kind of gross, but it is what it is. Josh came back from the fair and he's like, this cow was, or Jordan told us that the cow was crowning when they were doing their first hit at like 5:15 this morning. But then it was born within 20 minutes. And Josh was like, yeah, it still had some afterbirth on it. I'm like, well, that's kind of gross. But in all of its like grossness, nature is so cool.
Somebody said that in the meeting, and then all these boys were like, ew. And I said, where do you people think you came from? And you told me about what? You were delivered by a stork or something?
I came from heaven.
I got news for you. Your mom would say something else. Yeah. You're straight from somewhere else.
My grandma had some choice words for me once. Did I ever tell you that story? I'm never going to tell it again here, at least. I'll tell you off the air.
Oh, okay.
She told me that I'll tell you right now, I guess.
Okay.
It's really foul.
Well, don't say it if it's really bad.
I mean, there are no curse words.
Okay.
But she told me that I'm the reason why women have abortions. Isn't that awful? Thanks, Grandma.
Okay, well, that's a lot.
May your memory be a blessing.
That is, we didn't have to share that. I'm going to go with that. That's extreme.
Isn't that awful?
Well, it's not.
God love my family.
What did you do?
I probably told her to be quiet.
Oh my God. Okay.
In all fairness.
Yeah, that's a lot.
I know.
Talking about the baby cows. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Couple things. So a couple people were saying how expensive the fair was. If you go today and you bring 4 canned goods,
you get them for free.
Get them for free, baby.
Okay. Can we talk about that for a second?
Your mom's gonna kill you.
Kathy, thank you, Kathy. Exactly. So we're right on the same page there. My mom called me her test child.
That's a little bit of a nicer way. We're gonna say that from this point forward.
That's so funny. Catherine's cracking up. May your memory be a blessing. Catherine, happy birthday to you. And Bob Morse.
Oh, it's
happy
my
birthday,
dad's
both of
birthday
you.
today. Yeah.
Anyway, why do I think this is so cool that you can bring in 4 cans of food to be at the Erie County Fair? First of all, it saves you cash.
Yes.
Second of all, Feed More Western New York does such a great service to help all of our neighbors in need. Now, they are struggling right now. And while they are, yes, able to buy food through USDA grants to help feed the community, the reality is they rely on your donations often.
Yeah.
And if they're not getting in donations, then they're unable to really go above and beyond and help provide for the community.
Well, and you know what? I think this is a great way to like, A, help out, right? An organization that's definitely need. And then B, be able to go and experience something with your family that, yeah, okay, I can understand if you're like, hey, that's on the expensive side for me.
Right.
You know, tickets had been on sale early and then you could have gotten a discount on them, but like that time has passed. So should you have missed that, now you're able to maybe get a little bit of a discount this way. There are some other special days, so just
Sure.
make sure you're checking. Like Paul gets in for free one day.
Firefighters Day. Yeah.
Lucky duck.
I also love the food. The food at the fair might be the best part of it all. Have you had those donuts that are there? Do you know the donuts that I'm talking about?
So I introduced my friends' kids to pastry hearts when we were
Okay.
there, and like they had never had them before. And the one was probably, I mean, they were little. The
They're
one
delicious.
was probably like 6
Mhm.
when I had, and I swear to God, and we're talking a big old pastry heart.
Yeah.
And I like look over and she's like, "Whoop," and it's like gone.
Well, so these donuts,
You liked it.
they come from Florida and they make them from scratch right in front of you. And then they're dipping them in the icing. And it is like by far the best donut I have ever had. I follow them on Instagram. I cannot wait to get my hands on one of them. Russ says he gets a blooming onion every year, once a year, and it's at the Erie County Fair. Then Mr. Sticky's, the sticky bun is there. If you don't get one of those with the cream cheese frosting, you are doing yourself a disservice.
Okay, so looking. I looked up the gate specials. Okay, so again, today free with 4 canned goods. August 9th is Firefighters Day, so free admission for firefighters. Veterans Day is Sunday.
Okay.
Free admission for vets, active, and auxiliary members. Got to bring your ID. You also get a voucher towards beverages and food. And then new in 2024, share your fair gate discount day. That's Wednesday, August 14th. You can get 2 tickets for $30.
Oh, that's great.
So that's a little bit of a help too.
Lauren says, I'm super excited because there's an all gluten-free stand so I can enjoy fair food too. And then Cindy says, I don't mind spending to get in for the Erie County Fair. There's so much to do. Our local fair was a lot and it was small. Which one are you talking about, Cindy?
There really is a lot to do. The thing is, like, you have to convince the person you're with to walk through all the buildings with you. I have a hard time doing that with Paul sometimes. But like, I like to look at like the vegetables, and I also like to look at like the crafts. You'll be shocked to hear he doesn't like to go through the craft booth. I'm like, come on, let's go through this building.
We have gone through the vegetable stand before, and we've gone through and it's like, I don't know, like day 4 or 5.
Yeah.
And the vegetables start to shrivel.
Yeah.
And we're like, oh, these are definitely, they might have been award winning at one point.
So God bless Liz Mantel from The Wolf. Does anybody listen to that country station? Paul and I listen a lot. And she was doing the cucumber growing contest.
Oh, right.
And she, I'm not going to lie, went straight to the source for a little bit of intel. And the source was my mom, because my mom grows a good cucumber. So she had a couple cucumber questions over the course of the past, I guess they've probably been growing them for
A long time, at
maybe
least
like
6
9
months.
weeks, 6 months.
It's been a long time. I feel like it's been 6 months that we've been going back and forth about these cucumbers.
It just seems like a long time.
It hasn't been
months.
that long.
6 months was the winter.
Yeah.
No.
Like, when did she start growing them?
You grow them like starting in, I don't know. What is it? August now, July, June, maybe like late May.
No.
Yes. You can't leave them outside after, you got to take them outside after
I thought she was
Memorial
growing
Day.
them inside.
No, they're outside.
Oh.
But anyway, so she was going to my mom for some cuke intel. And she thinks that maybe someone from Channel 2, though, might have her. It's like a media growing contest. So we're going to have to wait and see. I'm waiting with bated breath for the results.
Go back to your research. Was there a police discount?
You know what's funny? I didn't see that. Let me check the firefighter one and just see, should there be, okay, free admission for firefighters and auxiliary members. This says gate specials. I don't see a police day.
Huh, that's kind of interesting.
And this is listed under the fair gate specials.
Howard says, excuse me, it takes 56 days for a cucumber to grow.
Yeah, I'm trying to see, there's police day. Yeah, I don't see it. I don't see a police day. Yeah, my mom loves to grow her cucumbers, and she makes pickles.
Takes about two months.
Yeah.
8 weeks. Why does it feel like 6 months?
Probably because I've been talking about cucumbers
Probably.
a lot.
Bentley, good morning. I love fair food. Definitely the fried dough and the funnel cakes. I love Spanish food too. Yeah, what is your favorite fair food?
We usually get This is so funny too, because you know how my stomach has been feeling. Like, Ed and I have been not doing well over the past couple of weeks.
No.
And I'm like, God, the last thing I want to talk about right now is fair food.
Sorry.
But I would get a gyro. That's one of my favorite
We
things.
love the Euros. Yes. It used to be by Slade Park, the Euro stand.
Yeah, and then one
always.
time we got the Chevettas too, remember?
Also love Chevettas. That is a fair
Do you want to know what's so funny though? The one time I said to Paul, I'm like, remember when we got Chevettas at the fair? And he's like, I never got Chevettas at the fair. And I was like, oh, that was that.
Well, it's because we would go and like we'd have to be there for a couple of hours, and then we'd have
We
lunch.
used to go a lot. Yeah, so we're not there the way that we used to be. But we will still go at some point.
Joyce, talking about Dippin' Dots and fudge. I was bringing this up because I went to the Eden Corn Festival over the weekend, and that was really kind of like my first meal in a week. So
I'm telling you, does anyone else has anyone else been suffering like we have?
well, and so
Russ has.
Yeah, he was sick.
He got it
for the last couple of days. Dippin' Dots, I was talking about because I had them at the Eden Corn Festival. Like,
isn't it funny too when your stomach isn't feeling well and you're like, you know what though? I think what's going to land right now is some Dippin' Dots.
It did.
Sometimes vanilla ice cream, like it's plain. I know it's dairy and some people are bothered by that, but I'm really not. So.
Well, so here's my question. So I had brought this up on Monday when we were talking about this. All those years ago when we were kids, for 30 years we've been saying Dippin' Dots is the ice cream of the future. But like, when is the future where like Dippin' Dots is ice cream?
It's marketing. All right. Get over it. What is those? What is those? Oh my God. What are those? Like the little mochi?
Oh yeah, they're really good. They're Asian.
Like little, yeah. Are they ice cream?
Yes.
Like it tastes like ice cream or tastes icy?
Well, it's got like a almost like a chewy flavor.
Like outside?
Yeah. And then inside it's ice cream. I like them. I think they're good. They're
Sarah,
interesting.
here we go. See?
No kidding, Sarah.
Diet.
Bentley wondering when the Eden Corn Festival ends. I think it already ended.
Yeah, it ended on Sunday.
Yeah.
So now you got to go to the fair. Don't worry. You'll get to see some baby cows.
Oh, listen to this. What a great story. Gene, I met my husband at the fair 45 years ago. We'll be married 43 years. August 14th. Married him the day we met too.
Dude, what were you guys doing at the fair?
Oh
like,
my
how'd you meet at the
gosh.
fair?
Were you playing I Got It?
I got first ball up.
Were you on the Ferris
wheel?
wheel?
Reached for the same ball, and you're like, "Hi."
I met him in the tent of death. What did they call it this morning?
The circle of death.
The
I
circle
think.
of death.
Yeah.
Kathy, the only time I lose weight is when I'm sick. Tell me about it, girl.
Thank you.
Thank you. I'm just wondering.
Yeah, interesting.
Oh my gosh.
Gene, you'll have to let us know how you met. So Paul had never been to a fair when we first started dating, because he grew up in Connecticut and really just in a city, Bridgeport, and like not as common. So I took him to the Erie County Fair and I was like, okay, we're doing all the fair things. So we did I Got It. We looked at all the baby animals.
Of course.
We ate crappy food. What else do you do at the fair? Oh, we watched the police scale the walls and do all that
You
stuff.
sweat like a...
Walk the midway. And then like a couple years later, like I mentioned, we brought my friend's kids, and Paul and my friend's husband went to the demolition derby.
Fun. Oh
or
my
the
God.
monster truck thing or whatever.
How about all of those
my God.
artists who fall from grace and are performing at the Erie County Fair?
No, they didn't fall from grace.
Oh
They're
no,
just-
no Vanilla Ice. Come on.
Jean didn't answer our question. She's laughing, but she hasn't told us how they met. Oh, and then Joyce said they met at the beer tent. I think that's just a joke. So yeah, who's performing at the fair? Vanilla Ice.
Vanilla Ice.
Dun, 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 dun.
Right. What other songs does he have?
Go Ninja, go Ninja, go.
Okay. Oh, Gene, following up. My sister worked with him.
The parking lot.
Cute. I love that.
I like my I Got It story, Jean. I think you should transition to that. We reached for the same ball and I got it.
So did your sister introduce you? She was 16 when they met.
Cute.
Oh my gosh, I love this story. See, and that is so Buffalo.
Okay, let me look up the Erie County Fair performers too. Competition participant. What's your- music and performers.
Thank you, Howard.
Oh my God, Hilby, is he there?
Oh my gosh, the guy on the stilts? He's one of my favorites.
The skinny German juggling guy?
Yeah.
Okay, here's the grandstand. Let's see who's at the lineup this year.
Any country stars? Remember Kane
Is
Brown?
Paul
came out?
Russell the guy who sings "You're My Little Boo Thing"?
It might be.
So I don't give a hoot what you dude say, girl.
He
I
was just a
know.
taste of country and sang that song
No,
for.
that's Shabuzi.
Oh,
Someone pour me up a double shot of whiskey.
Yeah, I get
You
confused.
know me and Jack
Paul
Daniels
Russell?
got a history. Does he sing Boo Thing?
Yes.
I knew it. I recognized his face.
What else does he sing?
Well, that's all I know. I love the 90s tour. Let's see here. Gabriel Iglesias. Travis Tritt. Now, I would like to see Travis Tritt.
Who's that?
He sings some really great country songs. He sings this one song called "And It's a Great Day to Be Alive." It's so cute. I know the sun's still shining when I close my eyes.
You know what? If
You'd like it.
Paul Russell continues on the track that he's on, years from now we're going to be like, "Oh my gosh, I remember, look at how big he is now." Paul
I know.
Russell sang
The
at
Boo Thing guy?
Yes, at the Erie County Fair all those years ago.
Have you gone to a concert at the Erie County Fair?
No.
So my very first concert was at the Erie County Fair. Want to guess what it was?
98 Degrees.
Did I told you that? 98 degrees at the Erie County Fair. That was the first concert I went to. Now, I went to that with my friends and my friend's mom. So I was in, I want to say like 8th grade maybe. What's the first concert I went to without an adult? And that like is arguably my first like real concert. Because I did get to see the Backstreet Boys, but my mom took us. She did sit in the parents' room, but
Okay.
where would I have gone without an adult for my first real concert? Like my mom would have walked out of the show.
Cisco.
No. Great question though, or great guess though. I used to love it.
Hold on, I'm thinking. I'm gonna say you're probably 14 or 15.
I was 16.
Okay.
And you're gonna, as soon as I say this, you're gonna be like, oh my God, of course, you still listen to this.
Kenny Chesney.
No.
What song? Give me an idea. Give me a hint.
Punk rock.
Blink-182.
Blink-182.
Okay. Yeah. Howard. Yeah. Okay. I don't know Howard.
I have seen them before. We went in college.
Oh my God.
It was
so
so
funny.
fun. My friend,
Wearing the pink skirt, no less.
it was funny. We were in college. They
Dude.
were in Cleveland at the time because I was a kid.
Oh, okay.
We went with all my girlfriends. Yeah,
funny.
Blink-182. That was fun.
What's my age
What was
again?
your first concert?
Britney Spears, baby. Should have known I was gay.
Oh my God. That tracks.
My mom and dad actually took us, and I was so excited, but it was pouring rain, and we saw it at Jones Beach. And so
Your parents are probably like, get me out.
exactly. I mean, it was miserable. We had to buy emergency ponchos. And
My mom and I brought ponchos to a Kenny Chesney concert one time. There, it's like when you're hot in the summer in a poncho, you're like, oh.
well, it was miserable.
Yeah.
But I certainly will remember Britney for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
My dad, of course, not impressed by anything, and
Right.
he's like, she's not even singing, and I'm like, but it's Britney's.
Oh, look at her dance.
Love Jones Beach.
I will tell you at 98 degrees, and you're not going to believe this, but
See.
Drew Lachey definitely gave me a look.
Did he?
Yeah. He
I'm
caught
pretty
my eye.
sure.
I caught his eye.
Yeah. At 16.
I was like way younger.
Oh, great.
He didn't give me a look. Let's not get this guy in trouble. No, I'm just kidding. No, it was funny. But I know I went home and I told my mom, like, because he was my crush in the group. And I'm like, oh my God, Mom, Drew, Lachey looked right at me. She was like, oh my God.
I am fairly certain in family lore, there is a moment in time where one of my sister-in-laws dated a Backstreet Boy.
No. Shut
I
up.
am fairly certain.
Which one?
Andrea.
No, shut up. Which Backstreet Boy?
I am going to say, let me call Lauren really quick.
No.
She's going to kill me. Am I wrong? Oh, she
Did
didn't
not
date him.
Wait, okay. Which one?
I don't know. Maybe I was wrong.
Okay, I want to hear the story.
I don't know.
You know what? You already shared one.
I know,
story
I'm sorry, I
though,
opened up a
you
can
know
of
what?
worms.
I want to hear this after.
Oh, God, I'm so sorry. I really thought they dated. I don't know.
Look at the Lauren and I.
AJ.
AJ, okay. He was cool.
Now I'm so embarrassed.
Lauren was at the same show. as
Don't
us.
tell me anything.
Yeah, no kidding. My mom's first concert, Rod Stewart.
Oh my
That's a
gosh,
good first
that is a
concert.
one. If you think I'm sexy and you want my body, come on, baby, let me know.
Is that a Rod Stewart song? I don't think it is. He sings.
Who
That's
is
Lenora.
in there?
That's Lenora.
Oh my God.
Rod Stewart sings Forever Young.
Forever Young.
He sings Maggie May.
Don't know that one.
Oh, wake up, Maggie. I think I got something to say to you.
Oh, okay, that I know.
maybe this is it. Do you think I'm sexy? Maybe that is it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Play it. If you think I'm sexy.
Is this it?
These clouds.
Of course, there's an ad.
Please hold. Sorry. If you want my
Bob says, Ed, stick to the news. I'm sorry. I know.
Is this the song? Has anybody answered that yet?
Rod Stewart is out of my vocal range.
Okay. I love the idea of my mom being in this audience. You're right. The hairstyles are out of control back in the 80s. Oh my goodness.
Julie says my first concert was Fleetwood Mac, Foreigner, and 2 other bands at Rich
Fleetwood
Stadium.
Mac, that's a good first concert. Somebody else. Oh, Kelly said she can't wait for New Kids on the Block at Darien Lake. I was a little too young for New Kids on the Block.
I'm not Jordan, is that his name?
Yeah, Jordan McIntyre.
Yeah. I liked him on his own when I was a kid, but I didn't really know him as part of New Kids on the Block until after the fact.
Yeah, because he had like a second career. So did Joey McIntyre and Jordan McKnight.
Yeah, right. Thank you. Yes.
And they kind of went, oh yeah, my mom says she went in 1970, so Maggie May was his big song. I really like that song.
My mom, if she's still with us, I think she skipped school or something to go see the Rolling Stones.
Worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's worth it.
That's the whole thing.
Also, you're going to Taylor coming up.
I am.
I don't have any concert plans coming up, but I mean, I got to see her last year. I mean, that's a show.
I'm super excited for that.
That's a show.
And I think it'll be worth every penny.
Did you want to talk real quick about these cell phones? Because we kind of got totally distracted. Oh, also, can I just show this picture of Connie real fast?
Ah, Connie got her mug.
Connie got a cup.
I love that.
Puppy Connie got a cup.
Thank you to Melly, by the way, for sending one to our dear friend Connie, our dear cuppy Connie.
Cuppies, unite.
Danielle, we still have to share your pictures too, unless we did already. But I'm fairly certain I sent them in Slack, and I'll double check with our producers afterward.
Yeah, Danielle, I thought we did. If we didn't, maybe we'll pop them back up.
Anyway, Peter says I want to see Straight No Chaser in December.
Oh my God, Peter, have you seen them before? You should go. They're super duper fun to watch.
They're the a cappella band, right?
Yeah, and they're like a lot of fun. They're real cute. They're a perfect gift for your mom. Like, take your mom to the show.
That's a good idea.
She'd get a kick out of it.
Jan doesn't really love crowds.
No one does.
I know.
They do smaller shows though. Like they do Shays. Where are they coming, Peter? Let us know.
Oh, okay. Hold on. She's circling back. Speaking of Jan, my grandma Helen skipped school to see Frank Sinatra. The Stones were when my grandpa Eddie was in the hospital.
Wow.
Great.
Frank Sinatra. Can you imagine seeing Frank Sinatra in concert?
Gosh, no. Oh, there's Danielle.
Hey, girl.
I'm so well, thank you, John.
Hey, girl. Hey.
And her daughter also.
So cute.
Love that.
Look at that headband.
I know. I love the yellow too. She matches. Anyway, let's talk about the cell phones in school.
Super quick. Okay, so Lackawanna. Have you ever been to a comedy show where they take your cell phone and they lock it in that little, basically like a bag thing? It's magnetic, and then you can't open it, and then they open it at the end of the show. So comedians do it so their jokes don't get stolen, right? And they usually record like a Netflix special and whatever. So we experienced this a couple times. That's exactly what they're going to do in schools.
So a lot of people are kind of split on this. On one hand, the idea is this is really great for students and learning. I think it's also probably really good for mental health. On the other hand, parents are kind of like, well, what if there's an emergency and how am I going to find out? And will my child be able to be in touch if something were to happen?
I think like you have to look at something like this big picture, right? Like, listen, I do know emergencies happen. I totally get that. But I think we have to hope and pray that they are happening so much less often, right, than children getting bullied in school because of stuff like that.
You know, and one of the things, we only have about a minute left. One of the things that one of the moms said kind of blew my mind a little bit, that there were gas leaks in school, but we don't hear about it until after the fact because the administration is dealing
with it, right?
And that logic to me about why we might need a cell phone doesn't work. And I'll tell you why. Because if as the administration is handling it, then they are putting out the information at some point, or expected to put the information out at some point. And I kind of feel like by hearing things from your child or by hearing things through the grapevine, it creates more panic and alarm.
That's when we get the phone calls.
Right,
Truthfully.
exactly.
Like, have you heard about this at this school? And we're like, no, my student told me this. And
we start playing telephone.
Yeah, that it may not be as big of a deal, but you know, I get it that it would be scary, but you know, you kind of want that information to come from the most trusted source. And I understand while students, you trust your student, like they might not have the full picture of the info.
So nonetheless, this is happening in Lackawanna and likely other schools as well.
We're like way over time.
Yeah.
Really quick, somebody asked about where to get the mugs, the nickel plate.
Okay. Oh, we forgot our mugs.
Yeah, I know they're down there. I totally forgot today, but we've got their logo up here.
We'll see you tomorrow.
There it is.